Welcome to Taste of London, a festival that each year welcomes 55,000 hungry foodies ready to devour the best food and drink in the country. And also, I think, perfect place to find out just what's been happening in the food scene over the last couple of years, and what's in the future too. Let's go take a look.
Definitely hit us in terms of our out-of-home business. But then on the flip side, obviously supermarkets were like the one thing that stayed open. So everyone kind of started panic buying our yogurt. The future of food is delicious. It's going to be quality driven for sure. It's going to be sustainable, and that whole thing on like taste, but also being plant-based. I think there's definitely a massive kind of stigma sometimes around the word vegan, and people assume that it potentially will taste like dirt. We're here to change that.
Obviously there's a lot of talk about low alcohol or minimal intervention, all the sort of key buzzwords for drink, but I think my sort of takeaway is let people drinking less but drinking better, not buying a case of wine at £6 but buying 2 or 3 special bottles, drinking better, drinking less. I think that's the way forward.
People are starting to become more conscious about the environment and global warming as well. People are wanting to maybe not transition fully as a vegan, but become more vegan and like use less dairy. Healthy food options and vegan options are something that I think are going to be really big in the future.
The market has changed. Obviously, like drinking at home has become sort of a lot more popular. So it's just trying to appeal to sort of like both demographics. People who want to drink at home as well as people who want to sort of get out into the bar scene as well. So we used to do sort of a lot of like different specials within keg format, but obviously we've now transitioned that into small pack format and a lot more cans, just to sort of allow that accessibility of having all these different funky flavours out there. I kind of see it being personally like a sort of equal split, sort of remaining as it is. Obviously people are going to go back to pubs and bars, but we will start to see a lot more sort of drinking at home. Online platforms has taken off massively as well, so I think it's basically sped up the process of putting booze online, I reckon.
You try and pick up the trends before they happen, which is obviously very difficult to do, and your likes of Brewdog are very good at sort of anticipating that early. The reality is probably going to stick with sort of trendy New England IPAs and American hop beers. I think will be the trend for a few years, to be honest with you. But we hope that it goes back to traditional beers, because that's like I said, that's what we're best at. So fingers crossed.
So it turns out the food and drink scene is actually on the up, and there's a lot of exciting things to see in the future too. So with that in mind, I'm going to go and grab myself a nice craft beer.